Entertainment Express tonight. Britain's top pop awards are to be reformed after complaints that they're unrepresentative and unfair. Lenny Henry reveals his disappointment with Hollywood and his new role for the BBC as a sitcom chef. Meet Donald Trump, the actor, and Paul McCartney confirms that he, George and Ringo will play together again.
This opportunity's come up to work together again on this music. So for that, it gives us an opportunity to get together.
Good evening. Nominations were announced this week for the annual Record Industry Awards, together for the first time since the group split up in 1970. Triona Holden spoke to him at Pinewood Studios this week.
Filming a video for his world tour that starts in Australia this March, Paul McCartney isn't bothered by current speculation that the Beatles are getting together again, because after 20 years of press rumours, this time the headline writers haven't got it totally wrong. Paul says he, George and Ringo will be working together on a film charting the history of the Beatles.
This documentary project's come up on the life of the Beatles and the whole thing. And George, Ringo and myself have said that if there is any little extra bit of music that's needed, background music, then we might get together and have a plonk on that, which is a nice easy way to get back together with no pressure. It means we could get back and have a bit of fun making music, and it might possibly develop. It might be a song rather than a bit of background music. So, you know, that's the origin of this rumour that we're getting back together in. It's really for this documentary. I don't think it's going to mean any more than that. I don't think you'll ever catch us on stage again, you know?
But it is the big dream, isn't it?
No,
20 years.
See, the thing is, obviously, it isn't for us, the big dream, because we've been in the Beatles and we've done it. And we had a great time, you know. So to really try and reheat the souffle is a silly idea, really, you know, because it could just go flop. However, this opportunity's come up to work together again on this music. So for that, it gives us an opportunity to get together. So we'll do it for that, but no big reunion. Nobody wants the pressure. We don't want to be in the Beatles anymore. We've had enough.
When the three of you actually do get together, obviously John Lennon won't be there. Would you be thinking about him?
Well, you know, I mean, when I'm saying that we were going to do some background music, my original thought for that was that maybe in this documentary we might put together some footage of people making it. Say, of John, you know, a nice little tribute or best little moments of John. And I thought that would be a nice thing for us to do music to. That sounds like a good idea to me. So it'll be nice because he'll be there in some way, you know. He's in the documentary, obviously, he features heavily. And any time, you know, you think about him, it's with sadness, you know. I think it is for everyone. But he was a great guy, you know, life goes on. We all have incredible, great memories of him. He was a great person, you know.
A lot of people talk about how you and John fell out.
John and I did have our differences, particularly when all the business went a bit wrong and he was getting off with Yoko and starting a new life, really. And my theory was that he had to clear the decks. He had to get rid of us in order to have this life with Yoko. So we fell out a little bit, but I met him again after it and we had some great conversations. Unfortunately, it was just before he died, but I felt like I made my peace with him. You know, we chatted about just simple things like making bread and having kids and things. So it was lovely, you know, we didn't end on a down note, which was something.
Paul's been the most musically successful of the former Beatles, and at 50 he's far from running out of steam. He says he keeps playing because he wouldn't know what else to do. His new single's climbing the charts, set to be yet another...
Being an idol, a living legend.
Yeah, it's very... The thing is, you're only once or twice in a day does that occur to you. You don't go around thinking, I'm an idol, I'm an idol, I'm an idol. You go around thinking, oh hell, what are the chords to this? Get us a cup of tea, give us a... You do your normal life, you know. But occasionally when you... I mean, I've been in the garden or something, doing a bit of sort of digging, and you suddenly think, God, you know, I feel the same as me inside, like I've always felt. But if anyone saw me here now, they think, that's Paul McCartney, that is. And I don't know why I've gone into a Pam Ayres accent, but perhaps to pretend I'm not Paul McCartney. It is a slightly sort of funny feeling that occasionally occurs to you. But the rest is over to you.
Thank you, Paul. Well, Paul's new album, Off the Ground, is released next month, and his world tour reaches Britain this summer.